Archive 110763. Corporal Nation exploration of nearby systems discovered no life forms, only the ruins of long-extinct civilizations and the technological artifacts of their conquerors, the Hedoth. Humanity adopted these, developing the Hedoth-based systems, including combots and overseers. Earth's three largest corporations, Rimtech, Milagro, and Europa Limited, formed an alliance to seek out these alien technologies. Eventually, their fleets discovered the Epsilon Andromeda system and the extensive Hedoth sites on 3 of its planets. Numerous survey teams were dispatched in the hope of finding the ultimate prize, functional Hedoth technology. Such a discovery would mean wealth and power beyond comprehension. And, as greed replaced the desire for cooperation, the alliance unraveled. The Corpo Nation War began with 3 brothers, members of a Rimtech survey team. Stefan Angelus, a newly trained combat pilot. Jonas Angelus, the middle brother. And the eldest, Diego Angelus, leader of survey team Echo 2.
Okay, team. Standard search pattern. Move out. Jonas, see if we can use the Hedoth compod to tight beam base comp.
Alright, I'm on it. I'm stuck.
Damn it, Jonas, what have you gotten into?
There's some kind of malfunction. Help me get loose.
Stefan, call for backup! Overseer, can we comm boost to distress call?
Negative. The guard drone is jamming all typing frequencies.
Then we're on our own.
Incorrect. A squad of Milagro Skyhawks are on approach.
Not to assist us.
Negative. Their approach trajectory indicates bombing of the entire sector.
Jonas, eject your arm! We've got to get out of here!
I'm loose! What the? Stefan! Diego, get out of the way!
Stefan, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Jonas, that arm is incredible!
Think of the promotions we'll get when we turn it in.
Forget Rimtech. Do you have any idea what Europa would give for this technology? We could all be set for life!
And betray Rimtech?
Rimtech's only interested in profit. Why not me?
Damn you, Jonas!
Hey, stop! We gotta get out of here!
Jonas escaped the Milagro attack and took the arm to Europa. Soon, Europa exceeded the other Corpo Nation's ability to harness the power of Hedoth technology. Diego returned to search for Stefan, but the remains of his combat were gone. Diego had no way of knowing that the Milagro Corpo Nation had rescued Stefan. Stefan's mind and body were rehabilitated by Milagro, and he was pressed into their service. Thus, the Angelus brothers' discovery ignited all-out war amongst the Corpo Nations. This report traces their struggle to gain dominance over the planets of the Hedoth.
This is Metal Fatigue, an RTS. I played this a long time ago when I was much younger. We're going to be going through the campaigns, at least 3 of them. The first one's going to be Rimtech. I'm going to start it out. Let's do hard, since this isn't like a terribly difficult game. At least I don't remember it being terribly difficult. To start. So Rimtech is kind of like the tutorial campaign. I'm gonna start with this, and I'm gonna be listening in on all the story elements as well as the journals, if you're interested in that.
The first Nexus subject is Diego Angelus. He was the eldest of the 3 sons of Rimtech's legendary Icarus Angelus. Driven by his strong personal ambition, devotion to Rimtech, and sense of family honor, Diego had quickly advanced through the ranks. Following the Milagro attack and the disappearance of Jonas and Stefan, the Corporal Nation alliance began to unravel. Rimtech became concerned about other Corporal nations encroaching on its territories. The Chief Tactical Officer, CTO Hansen, ordered all Rimtech forces to combat alert and distributed new orders for field commanders. Diego's tasks were rather simple. He was type-beamed to a different sector of Hedoth Prime to erect a base that contained a combat parts factory and assembly bay. Once operational, Diego needed to construct 2 combots to guard the base.
So, it's pretty simple. Just build a parts factory and deploy 2 combats. And it goes over what you need to know, like the hover trucks, which are basically your builder units and resource gathering units. And here's the first journal. This is Diego Angelis. New orders forced me to break off their search for my brothers. I found out the wreckage of Stefan's combat almost immediately. But there was no sign of him. No body, no tracks. Maybe someone found him. I wish I knew. Another entry. The morale of the staff is pretty low. No one wants to believe Jonas would be stupid enough to join those fanatics at Europa. But we all seem to think that that's just what he did. Given the poor spirits, I can't believe CTO Hansen is sending us on a something run like this. Or middle of the run, maybe. Any competent combat crew could handle this mission, but instead they send someone with my rank to do it. My staff and I feel like we're getting punished for letting Jonas get away with the alien arm. 3 months ago, they were betting I'd be shooting for the CTO position within a year. No one's talked like that now. So yeah, that little intro they had, basically, they were working that into the tutorial. So yeah, this is really the tutorial campaign. Alright, first off, get everybody up here. These are our hover vehicles. So, the thing about this game is you have your builder units, which are the hover vehicles, and they're all the same. In that they build and collect resources. I mean, they're all the same for all factions. There's not like big differences like StarCraft 2 where they have like completely do different things. Each faction is the same in terms of
Battle on surface.
Oh gosh, we're getting attacked already? Probably aggroed them. Alright. Did put it on a hard setting.
Battle on surface.
We're still doing good. We're still doing good. We're gonna need more cryo farms. We need those for operating stuff. If you don't have enough cryo farms, your manpower up there is gonna be full. Or like, well, it's not if it's 0 up here. You can't like build any more units, and all your production is halted. We don't want that when we keep building, and we're going to need some more friendly vehicles to defend over there. Yeah, probably about like that.
Manpower exhausted.
And we need more combat crews. So we already got one combat crew, which is the main character, Diego. And we can't lose him, nor the main base here. This main structure, the converter.
Vehicle complete.
Alright. We'll need assembly before we can do that. We need to go ahead and get a work on this. And maybe even an energy bank. Actually, no. Forget that. More cryo farms. Then go back to that.
Vehicle complete.
Alright, go over there. Yeah. Not too difficult. You just gotta do left click to select things, right click to move or build something.
Vehicle complete.
Early on, we don't have a lot of options, so it's pretty simple right now. Just gotta build a parts factory and let our vehicle factory build our defense here.
Vehicle complete.
So yeah, as long as we have surplus and manpower, everything will do. We can use our buildings and keep producing. Metajoules is like the only resource we use to actually build stuff. Can't build anything without metajoules. And you get those from these lava pools, which have a certain amount depending on the size of it and such. And you can deplete it actually. And it regenerates very slowly. So you're gonna have to move around to different pools, but I mean, this game, you pretty much are camping most of the time around these pools, because, well, they regenerate and eventually you can come back to them. And usually you're going to have a bunch of hover cars all around it. That way... Oh, we're not low on manpower? I don't know what it's talking about.
Vehicle complete.
If you hear that noise in the background, it's a enemy combat up here somewhere. You can kind of hear it based on the sound. Somewhere in this area. In the fog. Fog of war. If I can put a rally on that. Nope.
Vehicle complete.
I'm not gonna make any like special combats, just something quick. Shouldn't take long now. Not sure. Yeah, maybe because we don't have assembly, we can't do a combat crew just yet. Give it a second. We're almost done. And here we go. Combat crew. Put this icon in there. Do another cryo farm.
Combat construction possible.
I wonder if we even need hands, really. So all we have to do is build 2 combats. I think you can actually have like different factories as well, building separate parts, so you can have multitude of productions happening for the same kind of building.
Build completed.
Or same type of building.
Combat part completed.
Man, we're already almost drained this thing. We're about halfway full through this lava pool.
Combat part completed.
And we don't really have to leave our base, really. And And that's it. That should be it.
Mission log concluded.
Easy.
Going into combat without his brothers made Diego aware of how much he had come to rely on them, particularly Jonas as his second. Without them, he felt an edge had been blunted. He pressed CTO Hansen for the best available pilot as Jonas's replacement.